Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a new video, and in today's video we're going to be hanging out here in one of the neighborhoods that I have not brought to the channel yet. Inside the perimeter, we're going to be in Atlanta, Georgia in today's video. Kind of pretty much reminiscent of home for me, where I grew up, Southwest Atlanta. We're going to be hanging out in Cascade today. I'm going to show you the Cascade Nature Springs and Preserve. I'm going to show you a few homes here in Cascade and also give you some pros and cons about Cascade. So let's get into the video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time to the channel, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Raymond, and I am a real estate broker here in Atlanta, Georgia. And I help people just like yourself relocate to Atlanta metropolitan area, as well as the surrounding suburbs and the entire state of Georgia. So if you're looking to make a move to Atlanta or the state of Georgia, feel free to reach out to me. All of my contact information will be in the description below. Feel free to go ahead and book a consultation with me as well, where we can sit down and talk about your wants and needs and help you make that purchase here in Atlanta or that sale here in the state of Georgia. So let's go ahead and talk about Cascade. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so as I said earlier, welcome to Cascade. This is a in-town neighborhood. It's very unique. Cascade is very unique because it is both in town and outside the perimeter as far as the general area. Let's go ahead and talk about where it's located. So Cascade is located 6.7 miles southwest of downtown Atlanta, with a population of about 66,000 residents when you encompass all of the many community or neighborhoods in the general Cascade area. I'll go ahead and also link the demographics below so you can learn about kind of the demographics of the area here in Cascade and all that it has to offer. All right, more stats about Cascade is as follows. So the medium household income here in Cascade is about $70,000. The medium age of residents here in Cascade is about 38 years old, so a little bit older of a neighborhood as far as the residents are concerned. The ownership versus rent ratio is as follows. So 47.93% of the residents own their properties here in the Cascade area, and 52.7% actually rent their property here in the Cascade area. So as you can see, Cascade is an almost balanced neighborhood, but has more residents that are actually renting right now than owning. The medium home listing price here in Cascade is going to be a whopping $479,000, which is definitely a little bit higher than the Atlanta metropolitan average of $400,000. But you have to think about the fact that portions of the community of Cascade is actually inside the perimeter. So for inside the perimeter community, that price is definitely very, very attractive. The public school system here for the community of Cascade is Atlanta Public Schools. So it is a city schools district versus the Fulton County Public School District. And finally, the interstate access for Cascade is going to be Interstate 285 and Interstate 20, just depending on which way you want to go about entering the highway. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the pros and cons of living here in Cascade. We're going to start off with the pros. So for me, the first pro of living in Cascade is the location. Cascade is centrally located to downtown Atlanta as well as the airport. About 15-minute drive into the downtown area of Atlanta and about 20 to 25 minutes to the airport. So very convenient in that regard. So if you are a frequent flyer, you like to get to downtown Atlanta to do nightlife, social life, entertainment, sporting events, Cascade is definitely going to make you centrally located to be able to tackle those things and do them fairly easily without having to sit in 30-45-minute traffic just to get into the city of Atlanta. The second pro is going to be Cascade is close to shopping and eateries. So Cascade is centrally located roughly about a few minutes right from the East Point Camp Creek Marketplace, which is a shopping district that has over 70 brands and many restaurants for you to take hold of within probably a 10-minute drive down 285. So living in Cascade, you have that close proximity in that direction, and you can also go into Atlanta for a lot of things as well. So super close proximity to shopping and eating and entertainment. All right, the third pro on my list is going to be the fact that Cascade, the community of Cascade, is overall an affordable in-town community. If you're looking for it in-town, inside the perimeter neighborhood with very affordable housing, Cascade should be on your list. Now, I shouldn't say very affordable, but more affordable than some of those in-town neighborhoods. Cascade has a home medium list price of about $479,000, which is definitely a little bit above the metropolitan average, but with it being an in-town neighborhood, it's definitely priced very nicely compared to others that are topping the 500,000s. With a wide array of pricing, that's one of the things that make Cascade so unique as well. You could be a first-time home buyer and be able to actually afford a property here in Cascade, especially if you're willing to do some type of renovations or some type of cosmetic uplifts. One of the things that make Cascade so unique is that you can find something for every budget. Even in the millions of dollars, you can find estate-style properties, fully gated. There's so much to find here in Cascade. About Cascade, living in Cascade, or the community of Cascade, is gonna be the fact that there's so much culture in Cascade. Back in the 70s and 80s, it was an aspirational community. People aspired to live in Cascade because of the estate-style properties, the larger lots, and the overall wealthiness of the neighborhood. So you still get to see a lot of that culture exude as you ride through Cascade. You'll see a lot of manicured homes. You'll see a lot of people really taking pride in their ownership. And outside of that, the rich African-American culture that's tied into Cascade is just amazing. And you will see it as you go through the area of Cascade. Okay, pro number 5 and the last pro of the list is going to be public transportation. So living in Cascade, you get opportunity to use public transportation if you so desire. So if you live in a metropolitan area and you want to keep that attribute of public transportation, you can do that living here in Cascade. So definitely a positive, a pro for sure. But I've seen in the comments before people talk about the fact that you don't move to Atlanta and aspire to be on the transportation system. I guess some truth to that, but nonetheless, if you want that opportunity and that option living in Cascade, you can find it. Where there's good, there is bad. Let's talk about some of the cons of living here in Cascade. The first con on the list is going to be the fact that some of the cheaper homes are going to be a little bit more dated. They're going to be older homes that you're going to have to put some TLC in. So that can be a con, especially if you're on a limited budget, trying to find that property that meets your expectation all around. So, but again, that can also be a positive because it gives you an opportunity to actually buy a piece of real estate in an area that you can actually improve and that actually has strong comps once it's repaired to substantiate the cost of that repair. And finally, the last con on the list is going to be the underperforming school district. Atlanta Public Schools has had a history. They are working like the devil to try and fix it. They're doing a lot of things as it stands right now to try and bring up the performance metrics for the City of Atlanta Public Schools, but they are still a work in progress. So that's one of the cons, is that the school system is not the best, it's not the worst. So you may want to look at some other alternatives as it relates to school systems if that is a concern to you. But I will also link the CCPRI report down below so you can take a look at the actual Atlanta Public School District performance metrics and come to your own conclusion. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and show you around the Cascade Nature Preserve a little bit more. So I'm gonna walk through it and show you a little bit, and then we're gonna jump in the car and go and take a look at a few properties here in Cascade to give you a perspective as to what you can expect when it comes to the pricing and overall real estate value proposition. So without further ado, let's go. All right, guys, so we're out at our first property here, and this one is going to be in the Cascade Heights neighborhood. This particular house is zoned, and it's going to be coming in view behind me. It's going to be this blue house here. That is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Let me just spin you around, let you take a look at the neighborhood behind me. These homes are very mature neighborhood, mature greenery, big lots as well. So like if you can see this house that's behind me now, it's a corner lot, and it goes from there all the way to the end of the street of Linfield and Braemar. So very nice size lots and super cool little area. This particular house, and I'll go back so you can kind of get another view, and I'll flash some pictures here on the screen, but it's priced at $299,000. It's been completely renovated, been on the market for some time, so there's some room to negotiate there. 1,208 square feet, bringing the cost per square foot to $248.34. So definitely a pretty good deal here in the Cascade Heights neighborhood. And like I said, you can get some deals here. And this one here is completely move-in ready, so you don't have to do anything. Only thing you have to do is bring your furniture and bring your energy and live happily ever after. So definitely nice one here. So let's go ahead and move on to the next property and take a look around. All right, guys, so house number 2 is behind me, and it is a beauty, which is in the M.E. Morgan subdivision here off of Benjamin Elijah Mays Drive. This home is absolutely beautiful in a super nice, picturesque, if you will, southern, definitely Atlanta, neighborhood. It makes me feel just like I felt growing up in my family home in Atlanta. But this particular house is 5 bedrooms, 3 1/2 bath, 4,000 square foot of just absolutely renovated property, completely renovated. They did not leave any stone unturned on this particular project. Really nice. And it's priced at $650,000, bringing the cost per square foot to $163. So this is definitely something more of a higher level property with the complete renovation, everything brand new. So as I said in the pros and cons, so you can definitely find anything you're looking for, from the renovated properties to the rehab opportunities. Cascade has it all. So definitely real nice home. If you're interested in this one, definitely feel free to reach out to me and let me know. So let's go ahead and head over to house number 3, which would be a step up from this one, or probably about the same, along the same lines as far as the renovations and square foot. All right, so let's go ahead and head over to house number 3.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. Too many things going on, I can't keep track of them all. From people dropping a bomb to people putting up walls. I feel like life is on hold, perception stuck in a vault. I know that time can heal all, but how much time till we fall? It's awfully chilly outside when there's no shelter to hide. When everything is a lie, you'll find that out in some time. But when the things on your mind are all considered a crime, communication aside, we'll all just fight till we die. Is this an argument or just the start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument or just the start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises. Or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. I know that things seem bad, but they could be much worse. There's always someone else who has a greater curse, a greater thirst, a hunger, pain, and mercy. Just find whatever you got and try to be thankful first. I wanna feel it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at house number 3. House number 3 is going to be coming into view and behind me in just a second. It's actually listed at $575,000, and it is the white house that's behind me in a really established community. Right now we are walking outside the perimeter, so this is the section of Cascade that is outside of Interstate 285, the opposite direction that we were when we started the video. But I wanted to kind of give you that well-rounded perspective of Cascade, how it, you know, ebbs and flows, and different sections of Cascade. So as you can see, this community is definitely a little bit newer. This property was built in '87, so these particular homes were built in the late '80s, early '90s. They still have that estate style lots, mature greenery, etc., etc. That particular house is 5 bedrooms, 2 1/2 bath. Square footage is 2,900 square feet, just about 3,000 square feet. So again, it's a unique opportunity. This particular house is actually in the Fulton County Public School Districts, which is a little bit different from the inside the perimeter. Inside the perimeter, those homes are going to be in the Atlanta Public School District. So that's one unique thing about Cascade. Depending on which side of Cascade will determine the public school system your child will attend. But such a beautiful home. Look at it sitting up there on the hill, a little bit of a slope, and really nice estate lots when it comes to that greenery, that maturity. Real nice. I personally think that this house is absolutely awesome. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at our last home. This home is going to be at the top of our price budget. We're going to be looking at $700,000 price point to give you that well-rounded view of what Cascade has to offer. So let's jump in the car and let's go take a look at it.
Can't take my eye off you. Can't take my eye off you. Dim gal, don't got nothing on you. Don't got nothing on you. My heart is ready for something I have been had in a long time. True love crime. I hope you know that it may hurt for a while. Let's slow down, slow down. I can see behind that broken smile. Nice, sweet, smooth, like cocoa bread, cocoa bread. You're nice, sweet, smooth, like cocoa bread, cocoa bread. You're nice, like cocoa. You're nice, like cocoa bread, like cocoa bread. Oh, you're nice, like cocoa. You're nice. Cocoa bread, like cocoa bread. Ooh, driving date, watch a movie. Right by your side on duty, not too much or too sweet. question from yours truly. Let me know how you feel. Hope I'm not in too deep. We were Phoebe, we die forever. Won't be alone forever. Get through the storm together. Ooh, girl, make some room. I know you still, you're nice, sweet, smooth, like cocoa bread, cocoa bread. You're nice, sweet, smooth, like cocoa bread, cocoa bread. You're nice, like cocoa, you're nice, like cocoa bread, like cocoa bread. Oh, you're nice, like cocoa, you're nice, like cocoa bread, like cocoa bread. Boy can't take the eye off you, them girl can't take the eye off you. My yeah, in my mind, oh you, my mind can't take my mind off you, baby. Oh come be my lady, oh give me a baby, got me talking crazy. You're not